What do YouTube? Welcome back to another Movie Fanatics video. We finally get our first look at the Penguin TV show series. Episode 1 was amazing. But before we even get into it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, and most definitely share. So in the first episode of the Penguin TV show series, we literally pick up right after the Batman movie, maybe like a week or two, and there's this big huge vacuum within Gotham City because of the fact that we just lost Carmine Falcone. Everybody finds out that he's just this big snitch for Gotham, and Salvatore Maroni ended up leading to him getting thrown in prison. So this big huge vacuum. Obviously, with the crime families, the next big kingpin that's going to rise up to take Carmine Falcone's place is going to be his son Alberto Falcone. Now, it starts off with the Penguin goes to his club, and he ends up looking for this file, finds some jewelry stashed away in a wall, and Alberto decides he wants to share his vision of what he decides he wants to do as far as being the kingpin of the Falcone family. And you can admire the fact that Alberto has ambition as far as he wants to change some certain things up. But as you know, when it comes to business, experience plays a big, huge part into it. Obviously, the Penguin wanted to insert himself into the possibility of, being into a mentor role, but Alberto seemed a little bit too, I would probably say, too ambitious, and didn't respect the Penguins, where he was coming from as far as what he could bring to the table. So I was like, I'm not tolerating it. He took him off the board completely, and literally had to cover up his tracks by escaping himself from the involvement of the fact that he killed Alberto due to the consequences that may come with it. Now, as he's removing the body from his club, he runs into this kid, Victor Aguilar, who tries to steal the rims off of his Maserati, and he ends up taking Victor Aguilar, helps him get rid of Alberto's body. Now, after these events, the Penguin gets called to the Falcone estate by Johnny Vitti and Milos Grappa, who basically tell them that, look, the streets is hot right now. We can't afford to take any more heat. We're going to go ahead and have to shut down your operation here, which the Penguin is a little bit too ambitious about this situation, considering the fact that he's bringing in so much money as far as the drug business is concerned. And he brings up the idea of Alberto Falcone's ambition at the time, where he was stating about a new drug that he would like to implement into Gotham City. And as he's getting into it, he gets interrupted by Sophia Falcone, and Oz is just completely mind boggled by this surprise due to the fact that she's actually here right now. And you can sense through the conversations with each other that they have a history, and they sit down and have lunch together. And Oz played this scene so perfect. Well, as when he was explaining in the meeting with Johnny Vitti and Milos, he was like, yeah, me and we got this new drug that we want to put on the streets. And Sophia's like, okay, Alberto only discussed this new drug with me. This was going to be our vision. How does Oz know about this vision? And they were in constant communication. Like, yeah, Alberto had plans of going to the club, and his whereabouts is unknown at this point. He is MIA, and we have no idea where he is. She's just trying to get to the bottom of where Alberto is. So Oz plays this completely perfect. He was like, yeah, like I didn't know if I could trust you or not as far as with this piece of information, because Alberto wanted to play it safe. He didn't know who we could trust with this new drug that he wants to put on the streets. And obviously, after the conversation, Sophia is a little bit suspicious about what exactly is going on as far as Oz is concerned, because all these people, they know Oz. They know Oz can do some grimy, dirty, different things, and they really can't trust him. So Oz already is under the assumption that at some point that the Falcone family is going to find out about what he did to Alberto, and it knows it's going to be serious consequences for him. So Oz decides to set up a meeting with Salvatore Maroni at Blackgate Prison, tries to pitch to him like, look, I'm going to be done with the Falcones. Look, I want to switch sides. I want to work with you. I just want to make money. Obviously, Salvatore Maroni wasn't on board with it, considering the fact, again, everybody knows Oz's history, not the most trustworthy person, and it ain't happening for him. It's not happening for him. So Sophia, she captures one of the kids that tried to steal Oz's rims off of his Maserati, along with one of Victor's associates, and basically is an eyewitness of Oz coming out the club at a specific time, the same night that Alberto was killed. So her plan was to ambush Oz and knocks him out, interrogates him, and Lily asks him a direct question like, is this kid telling the truth? He obviously, after Oz to save his own life, he was going to go ahead and be like, nah, he ain't telling the truth. So she ends up killing the kid, and probably like a couple seconds later, like the car that Oz stashed Alberto's body into crashes into the Falcone estate, and they just pop open the trunk and they just see the body of Alberto. Now, I wanted to take this back because Alberto was bragging at the beginning of the episode about Salvatore Maroni's ring and how Carmine Falcone, he bragged about it, saying that it was a trophy due to the fact that he got him locked up and he was able to take over majority of Gotham. So to cover up Oz's tracks, he put together a plan with Victor Aguilar where he wanted to place the blame of the murder of Alberto on Salvatore Maroni by cutting off of his finger, taking the ring off, and on the hood of the trunk it says payback on it, where it looks like it's the Salvatore Maroni family that was trying to get back at the Falcones. Brilliant plan. So that was the first episode, which was extremely, I cannot wait till the second episode. I will say Colin Farrell, his iteration of the Penguin is amazing, because we get the same thing in the past where the Penguin has always been this royalty family where he's not really a fighter type, but in this particular universe, it's interesting where he's just a thug trying to rise his way up the ranks, and he got some grit to him. He got some thug in him, where it's not just a businessman all the way around. So I'm interested to see the development of this particular character, but I'm looking forward to future episodes, especially the relationship between Victor Aguilar and Oz, due to the fact that Oz wants to take Victor and take him under his wing and show him the ropes as far as being a criminal is concerned. Obviously going to teach him some other things too as well, but that particular relationship is something that I definitely want to put the spotlight on as we move forward within the series. But let me know what you guys think. You know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is the Movie Fanatics. Up out of here, man.